It was terrifying. And again, I fall back on we had to do it. So when we looked at possible alternatives, and of course we looked around at other things, and I had some, since I've been in syndicated research for a long time, I've dealt with a lot of other companies where we worked months trying to get an automation in place and was never happy with it. This was the first solution that I looked at. And again, it was nice because we had already created the relationship with Indico with the original PowerPoint kind of builder, and which was a little clunky in the beginning and got better over time as, new updates came. But it's, and the new one, the next gen, is even better, which we love, and makes life a little easier when we do updated, and Dashbox. I love Dashbox, because I no longer do pages and pages and pages of demos at the end of all of these reports. I just put in a little link. I run it once, I drop the link in, done. And that was a huge time saver. But I think having that relationship was great. We were still super, super nervous, just because it was such a huge swath of our business, and it is an investment up front in time and money. But the team that we worked with on the automation side was so good and so supportive, and really let us, kind of wade through, make some mistakes, try again. And again, we did QC that first wave, like a bunch of, OCD crazy people, like just to make sure it was right. And now we don't. Now we only do the one report because we know the programming is all right and in place. And we only have to check one report of the 9 to know all the 9 are right. So I don't think we'll ever give up fully the need to double check everything, but we've given up a lot of it, and just trust in the automation and trust in the process. But giving up that much work was absolutely terrifying. The most important thing was the work got done, right? The work got done, and the employees were not stressed out. And they, that first year when it could have been an utter disaster, and I'm sure there's economies of scale that a larger company could take use of. But for our little company, it was a matter of, when you're down one person, that impacts everybody. Like, it's such a huge chunk of the work is done by that one person that it was, I'm sure as we get bigger, we'll figure out more and more things. And that's certainly the intent, to slowly move more things over as we grow. I don't know how many more countries we want to add. I have had people ask. That's certainly a thought. We've talked about whether we're going into Asia Pacific at some point. And that would be the same thing. We'd set it up the same way and just use the programming that we have, update it where needed. I don't know what the timeline is, but 100% we would not be able to even consider that kind of expansion unless we had this in place. It wouldn't be possible.